Hey guys, it's Marcus from Perspective Sports. And today, this is more of a fan rant. This is more just how I feel about my favorite team, Green Bay. Everything here I'm saying today is factual and is completely true about the state of the Green Bay Packers. And what I saw today on that field, it hurt. To go out to Tennessee and get throttled. We didn't get beat. We got throttled 47-25. Tennessee scored on all of one possession in the first half, and the only reason they didn't score on that was because it was halftime. They would have scored again. They would have scored again. DeMarco Murray, the running back, threw a touchdown pass in the first half. Before Mariota did, the quarterback. And what I saw today from the defense was pitiful. It was pitiful. Sure, we didn't have Sam Shields, hit the world's longest concussion. He's out until week 14, I believe, at least. Clay Matthews didn't play hamstring. Demarius Randall didn't play hamstring. J.C. Treader didn't play with a knee injury. Micah Hyde and James Starks toughened it out and played. I'm not saying the other players aren't tough, but they played. But, obviously I want the players to get healthy before they come back. But what I saw today was terrible. It was embarrassing. And I think it's time to shake something up in the front office. Clean house. Clean house. Fire Mike McCarthy. Fire Tom Clemens. And it's time for Ted Thompson to step down. I've seen enough. Sure, you can say Mike McCarthy's been the winningest coach since he won the Super Bowl in 2010. What has he done since? Blew it in Seattle and haven't even got close to coming to a second one. And now we're dealing with this. Green Bay had a few glaring holes during the season. Running back, which Ty Montgomery has done a pretty good job at. James Starks is back. Once Lacey gets healthy, the problem's pretty much gone. And the secondary, the corners. And that's been a problem since last year. Ever since Ted Thompson made the decision to get rid of Tramon Williams, Devon House, and Casey Hayward, who's playing right now, and he's playing pretty good. I miss him in the Green Bay uniform. I miss it, honestly. Because he's too cheap to keep it. Casey Hayward wasn't worth $8 million a year. Tramon Williams wasn't worth $7.5. Devon House wanted some absurd amount of money, and I completely understand that. But you could have met in the middle somewhere. I'm sure he wanted to stay in Green Bay and win rather than go to Jacksonville and lose every week. I'm sure he would have took that. But no, Ted Thompson, he doesn't want you. Oh, he doesn't go after free agents either. There's been plenty of good free agents that wanted to go out there and play in Green Bay. I'm pretty sure there's been some free agents. Oh, I get to play with Aaron Rodgers. That sounds amazing. Wow, I get to be in a position to win a Super Bowl. No, Ted Thompson doesn't want you because you cost money and you didn't draft him. Ted Thompson doesn't draft you. He didn't want you, basically. And after 4 years, he's too cheap to keep you. And another thing is, he made the great decision to cut Josh Sitton because of what? He was a cancer in the locker room. That was T.J. Lang's best friend. T.J. Lang got hurt today, but I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference if he was playing today. We were getting throttled because our defense couldn't stop anyone. I didn't see him being. If it was that much of a problem, you trade him. You don't just cut him. I'm big bad Ted Thompson. I do what I want. I cut him. No, you trade him, get some value out of him. And it's terrible, and it needs to stop. If we don't win the Super Bowl, and I mean win it, we need to clean house. I don't care about getting to it. Getting to it's not enough. Minnesota has been playing terrible. Terrible. We should be sitting pretty atop the division. Sure, at the beginning of the year, they were red hot, this, that, Minnesota. Yeah, now they're Minnesota. We are who they thought they were. No pun intended, obviously. But they are who we thought they were. Frauds. Minnesota is frauds. They've always been. But no, they're sitting atop the division. They have not a care in the world because Green Bay's not going to catch them at this rate. Detroit, we're not worried about Detroit. Green Bay, or we're not worried about Detroit taking the division. It's just Detroit's not winning the division. Minnesota right now, they can lose out. Well, not lose out. They could lose. What do we have? Minnesota can lose. They can afford to lose a few more games before they get back on track. They can afford it. And to think, when I was at work today, came into work in a good mood. Got there at about 11, talking my trash. My Packers, we got Tennessee today. We gonna handle them. The Redskins better be scared because we gonna be red hot coming in the Redskins game next week. Red hot. Then about 105 hit. Kickoff. Got the kickoff alert on my phone. So I go to the box score, and now I'm watching the play-by-play. Watching the play-by-play. Tennessee tries the onside. Green Bay gets it. Oh. That's how they want to go? They give us the ball at the 49-yard line? 49? Aaron Rodgers going to put that in the end zone. Next thing I know, nothing comes out of it. Can't score every time. I'm dealing with the customer. I turn back and look at my phone. DeMarco Murray breaks a 75-yard run for a touchdown. Oh, boy, here he goes. And that was the beginning of the end. DeMarco Murray then goes and throws a touchdown pass. Then it's third down. I'm like, all right, we getting off the field. It's third and long. First down. The penalties killed us. Penalties and poor defense. And once again, we have the. I mean, the one thing I like to brag about is our top of the line run defense. It's really good. Our front seven is legit. But the reason it's so legit isn't because it's not good. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's exceptional. It's because our pass defense is so poor. Why run the ball and get about 15 when I could just throw it over the top and get about a 50-yard game and probably a touchdown? You know why? Because they have no secondary. Ted Thompson's neglect of the secondary shows his ineptitude to do his own job. And I'm losing confidence in the team. I have never once said I was embarrassed to be a Packers fan. I'm borderline embarrassed. That's the team that goes out there and plays every week. We have Aaron Rodgers, top 2 quarterback in the league, top 5 all time. It's not his fault why we're losing. I know everybody likes to blame Aaron Rodgers. He has 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 2,400 passing yards. That's his fault? That's his fault. It's his fault his defense allowed 45 points. Sure, he struggled today. He fumbled, 2 interceptions, but he still completed 60% of his passes. 371 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is the team rushing touchdown leader with 3. That's it, 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. No one else on the roster has a rushing touchdown but Aaron Rodgers. He has thrown a touchdown pass to 8 different receivers. I happen to think we're the best receiving corps in the league. If you look at Aaron Rodgers' stats, you'll think it. But no, we're losing. We're 4-5 with the top 5 quarterback of all time on the roster. The offense, and Mike McCarthy wouldn't be so afraid to call a play that's not basic. Maybe we put some points on the board. Go 5 wide. Let Aaron Rodgers improvise. No, call a play. Thicken up the playbook. Stop running these training camp plays in the NFL thinking you're going to win something. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works in the NFL. I've never coached a day in my life in the NFL, and I know that. I know that. I know if it's the trade deadline, and I have a serious problem at running back, but Ty Montgomery's been doing it in practice. He's looking pretty good. Don Jackson's right there. I mean, Eddie Lacy will be back. James Harden will be back soon enough. I'm not going to go out and get a washed-up running back. No disrespect to you now, Davis. But I'm not going to go out and get him. Cleveland had Joe Hayden on the trading block. Obviously, they're going to want a lot for him. May or may not, depending on what they want for him. You got some other corners in the league that are serviceable. Oh wait, or you could have kept the ones you had. And that is Ted Thompson's problem. He's too afraid to trade for anybody who's worth anything. He's too afraid to keep his own players. What are you gonna do with the extra cap space? Put it in your pocket? Take it home? Spend some money. And I'm quite frankly tired of seeing it, tired of saying it. It's time for a shakeup in Green Bay's front office. And if Ticketmaster gets its site, I don't know if it's the site. It kept saying something about the server. I'll be at the Green Bay Redskins game. I'll be there. Be there with my jersey. Probably bring my helmet. Bring my towel I have. Bring my shirt. Bring everything I have. I might even bring my slippers I have. My socks. My sweatpants. My sweatshirt. And if I go to that game and see the same team I saw today, I'd be at a loss for words. I'm a lifelong Packers fan. Will be a lifelong Packers fan. But if I keep seeing what I saw today, it's going to be a problem. I'm. I can't be the only fan that feels like this. There's been some bright spots in our defense. Blake Martinez, Jack Ryan. I really love Jack Ryan. Nick Fackrell. I know them guys. Blake Martinez and Nick Fackrell from Utah State. I'm a Boise State fan. I couldn't stand Utah State. Last year, I hated Utah State for what they did to us. Hated it. But when I saw Green Bay draft them, I was like, oh yeah, we got some good players. But we love to avoid the secondary. We got Ha Clinton Dix. Well, let's load up on safeties. Micah Hyde, Clinton Dix. Morgan Brunette went down today. Chris Banjo's been hurt. And no, not this completely just neglect the corner. Demetrius Goodson is not the answer. Gunther is not the answer. And I, I I don't know what else to say. If we want to win the Super Bowl this year, something's got to change. Something has to change. The defense looked uninterested in the game today. Didn't care. They got paid either way. That's how they look. I don't know what else to say.